Chris Jenkins with CharlotteVibe.com. Finally back in the studio after spending several days at Bank of America Stadium as they were holding the 2017 NFL Draft. So I'm going to give you guys my draft recap and also give you the list of free agents they have signed since the draft. This is going to be something that's more of a high-level thing, and if you guys want to go any deeper, always feel free to contact me on social media. All of my handles are at Charlotte Vibe, so reach out if you want some more depth analysis of some of this stuff. So, and also like the video, okay? Because that way you'll be able to see all these as I put them up. Without further delay, let's get into the draft. As if you have not heard by now, the #1 draft pick was Christian McCaffrey. So the only thing not to like about this draft pick is that we will not get to see him until June because they are in a quarter system out there at Stanford, and he will not be in this Friday with the rest of the rookies. But other than that, you gotta love the athletic ability that this guy brings to the table with being such a great running back, such an exceptional wide receiver that Dave Gettleman said this guy has like suction cups. I wish I could do Dave Gettleman's accent on this guy, but everybody's excited. I'm excited. As soon as we're able to see this guy on the field, I can't wait to report on those things. The second pick was Curtis Samuel. He was the actual number 40 pick overall. Very similar to McCaffrey with his athletic ability, except for this guy's extremely fast. He was second in the combine with the fastest 40 as a wide receiver, running a 4.31. And he's gonna likely play in the slot position for us, something that we haven't had a great slot guy since Steve Smith, and we all know what he did for this franchise. We had Contry that was a slot guy. He was pretty decent, but Samuel certainly seems to have a lot more upside to him and something to be excited about. Next pick was at number 64 was Taylor Moulton. He was a guard in college, but he's likely going to play the tackle position for for the Carolina Panthers. And character being a big theme of the draft, Dave Gettleman called this guy the smartest guy in the room, and that is because while in college, he was studying to get his MBA. Now, he said he didn't finish, but he looked at this opportunity, and also with his mom being an influence, to take advantage of the educational opportunities that were available to him. And when I asked him about describing himself as a player, he said he is someone that is finding however he can be to be the best player for his teammates and his team. And he went on to say that he wants to be better than he was the next day and trust into the process. So I like to hear those things from those guys. Next up was Deshaun Hall, was a defensive end. He was our round 3, number 77 pick overall, and absolutely my favorite guy to talk to. And that is because he was so emotional about the process, so happy. And he described himself as a pleaser and doing whatever possible for his coaches and teammates. And he's gonna have some good mentors in Julius Peppers and Charles Johnson. So yet another guy that I give a thumbs up for and interested in seeing his development and role with the team as they come through. Next day, third day, we had 5th round, 152nd overall was Corn Elder, defensive back. He's gonna have a role as a nickel back with the team. Gettleman says he's also high on his character as well. 6th round pick was Alex Armai. He was a defensive end and a tight end in college, but he's likely to play fullback for Carolina. It's something that Rivera says they need to find that missing piece now that Tolbert gone. Short yardage was something that was important for this team, even though Cam Newton would likely take those. Having some guy that could clear the path is pretty important. So that's his role. 7th round, final pick was kicker Harrison Butker, first kicker that we've ever drafted. And he is brought in to give competition to Graham Gano, which struggled somewhat last season. This guy had a pretty good college career at Georgia Tech, making 87% of his field goals and missing only two field goals in his entire career with the Georgia Tech. Now, let you guys know, lastly, the free agent signings. Those are Ben Boulware out of Clemson, Brian Cox out of Florida, Austin Duke out of Charlotte. Let me go back. Ben was a linebacker that's out of Clemson, Brian Cox, defensive end out of Florida, Austin Duke, wide receiver out of Charlotte, Cole Luke, cornerback out of Notre Dame, Fred Ross is a wide receiver out of Mississippi State. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Again, any questions and details, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, anything is at Charlotte Vibe. Like the video, and stay tuned for more coverage of the NFL Carolina Panthers.